One of the biggest questions I get asked the most is about the neighbors. What do I do about the neighbors? And this was a big problem for me also in starting to discover how to navigate my feelings and how to break through this barrier that I had of how loud can I be and how can I be expressing this and be okay with this. So the this barrier works in many different layers and in many different levels. So the first barrier that you're gonna find is probably the fear of what the neighbors are gonna think, or even like the real fears of getting the police call on you to check on you. And ultimately, it will just be a checkup. Very unlikely you're gonna get sent to or get taken away or evolve from that into something that's more dangerous. But the third rule of this practice is don't get arrested. So whatever you do, just make sure that you're not gonna get arrested. But this thing about the neighbors, there is a few things, and without having to make it a big deal, you do the practice. You got to find a way to do the practice. You have your towel, which helps you muffle down the sounds and help you contain the sounds. And if you have neighbors that are really close to you, there is a few possibilities. Get in touch with them, tell them what you're doing. This is going to be a practice for 3 months. You're discovering, you're exploring and experimenting with expressing anger and being like with your feelings. You're working with your feelings, and feelings are loud. So the first possibility is to get in touch with them and talk to them and say like, hey, I'm gonna be doing this, and ask them, like, there might be a negotiation that comes up from there, perhaps a schedule, a time when it's okay and a time when it's not okay. After a time it's okay, before that time not okay. So you'll start the conversation. The other possibility is that you get in touch with your neighbors too, and tell them that you are doing a theater practice, that you'll be doing some sort of theater practice where you're reenacting a war, a time of war, or something to this sense. And the idea is that you clear out that you clear out, take care of that, and that by taking care of that is how you are taking care of creating the space where you can actually express yourself and feel and talk essentially to raise your vibration, to raise your capacity to feel, by taking care of a space where you can feel. And this is about the neighbors, and it also works with like these different layers of all the different preconceptions and beliefs that you have about what happens when you are loud. So this is again a work about reactivating and rediscovering and getting your voice back, to be in connection with your heart and your mind through your throat. And this is an ongoing process that many layers are gonna keep coming out. So I hope this helps out with this piece. Is a big piece for everyone, and it points out to the problem that we live in a society that essentially represses the feelings, and where it's not okay to be loud, to be expressive, and there is no spaces to feel. So we're right, by going into this experiment, you're touching in on so many different layers, and this is why this experiment of the 3 minutes of rage practice is so powerful and impactful from a personal level to the outside level. So go ahead, if you have any questions about this, like, send them my way, and I'd love to help you out with any other possibilities. Bye for now. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.